Hello, I'm GloryHoundd, and we're kicking off Kickstarters with Dr. GloryHoundd.
You're welcome.
And Greg Dixon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And we are also now doing our super special, fantastic recording that we're going to have on YouTube, so you can listen to us on Stitcher and iTunes and also on YouTube. It's going to be fantastical.
And you get to see Games U to see what it looks like.
That's right. We're down here at Games U today.
One of the 2 tournaments they're running today.
That's right. I wonder, what are they playing? They're playing some sort of miniatures game.
I don't like miniatures. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say, what?
I only have so much money, and it all goes to magic.
Miniatures are quite expensive, but like once you get into them, like your
it's
soul
like a
is
second
like,
wife.
well,
Too much.
sometimes. It's like, what is it? The mistress that you have to pay for.
It's your side
your
piece.
miniatures? Yeah, it's your side piece. It's your miniatures.
Side pieces.
Why are you spending so much money on miniatures? I can't help myself.
It is an addiction. Most hobbies are.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to talk about Kickstarters today, and our first Kickstarter is Solarcity. It's by Games Factory, and it is already funded, so we have 4 days to go on that. What did you guys think about Solarcity?
So just to set it up a little bit, Dr. GloryHoundd staring at me. just to set it up a little bit, it's this post-apocalyptic world.
Right.
You know, there's been famine and war and all this stuff, and that sounds very fun.
Instead of doing the war stuff, though, you get to like try to recover.
You're trying to, you're trying to clean the air.
And so I'm watching the video
trees.
thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
There's going to be wars and conflict, and no, you're just building buildings.
Yeah, it is building buildings.
As an ex-infantryman, I kind of like, I'm ready for the post-apocalyptic world, because finally I'm like, my job skills relate. But yeah, this is the other part where you're like,
Clean
this
up
is
time.
really bad
You have to
world.
rebuild,
Let's
yeah.
rebuild.
We're building something new.
So I was disappointed when I saw that.
Oh, really?
I was a little bit too, because I thought
Really?
this looks really fun and exciting, and then I was like, oh no, it's Quadropolis or something, which is a fine game, but
okay.
But you know
I
what
was
did it for me?
It got my hopes up, and then kind of.
I was like,
okay.
oh no, this is not going to be a post-apocalyptic thing. I thought, oh, this is not my genre. Like I like that genre.
Sure.
But then it was like, well, you're building stuff up, and you can build skyscrapers that like negate other people's buildings. And I'm like, oh, so by being wonderful, I can like, because it's not enough that I win.
As long
you have
as
to
I
fail.
clean
Right.
the air, and then I also just like
Make other people fail.
yeah,
I'm the best altruistic
give
person,
everybody
and you
a
suck.
fail
Right.
sauce.
So that brought like if I had a charity, it would only work if like it ruined other
Yes.
charities.
Like
I cured cancer, but like
But I
the
didn't
AIDS
raise
thing
as
is going
much
out of
money as
control.
you, so I'm disappointed. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it looks like a good production. The video was cool. It just,
yeah, the production of the game looks really
it
nice.
was kind of a
and stuff.
tease at first. I was like,
Yeah.
this looks like it's going to be really.
It just wasn't what you expected
Yeah.
going into
It sort of
and that
takes
was
a
kind of
left turn
shocking
all of a sudden.
for you.
But you almost need that in the game world, right? Because there's only so many genres, and they've been done like 100,000 times.
That's
it
true.
seems like.
So it's like a different, unique
Yeah.
idea.
It looks like
with that
Have
genre.
you guys played Quadropolis? It looks like that from Days of Wonder. It looks like that.
Yeah.
It's tiles. You're building
You're
buildings. They have different
doing-
effects.
Well, it's an engine building game where you're placing tiles that are your buildings, and you're scoring points off of how many times you like do those rows, as well as like your building placement and then flipping tiles over. So those are like the different ways that you score points on those. And they have a campaign mode, and they have a solo mode. And they have some pretty decent Kickstarter exclusives. They have like the little first player piece that's like a little molded piece and stuff, and then of course all the different sort of extra game tiles that they'll have for the game and stuff like that.
I feel like this is one of those games that could throw you off just by initially looking at it or the theme, but it gets better when you play it.
I would
a lot
definitely
of
like
games
to
look
try it.
good, and then you play them and you're like, this game's crap. You're like, what is this Viking game? It's going to be awesome. And then you play it, you're like, this isn't very good. I feel like this is going to be the opposite. I feel like you're going to be like, oh, Solar City, is
maybe.
it good or not? And then as you play it, I think it's just going to get better the more you play
You're
it.
like, oh, this is cool engine building.
It's definitely one I'd like to try. It looked good enough that I'd like to try it, but I wasn't like, oh, insta-back,
And I had read a couple of things on there where like you can't place buildings in the same locations as other players place them or something.
Right, there's a little bit of...
Other
it's
players
not
can't
just
use buildings
solo
in the
play.
same column or row.
So you can kind of block people,
Right.
it seems like.
So that's what
Yeah.
I liked about it, because
Yeah.
a lot of those types of games, you're like, oh, I'm
It
the
brought you
best
back around
builder in the
again.
world. This one, you're like, I'm building this here, now you can't. So it kind of like, there's a little bit of, not take that, but kind of like you can block people, right?
Right.
Hey, that's part of the best part. It's like of games like Ticket to Ride. It's not like, oh, I got all my routes. It's like, I'm just going to sit here and block your route, too.
Well, and if you can manage to further your own goal and block someone
Right.
else, then that's
it
definitely
adds a whole different aspect to
enjoyable
it.
for you. Yeah.
Because like, how great is it to like clean the air, but also ruin other people's plans to clean the air? This air is clean by...
Only we get to clean this air. It's just
I hope
us.
you enjoy your Dr. GloryHoundd
us.
trademarked air.
Yeah, like the air in the can, like
Yeah,
on
like-
Spaceballs. Ah, so good.
They're having to like Venmo you every time, every like 20 minutes. They're like, all right, we've been breathing for a while now.
Right,
we got to pay Dr. GloryHoundd.
We're going to give the elitists too many ideas. They're going to start trademarking air, and then we're going to have to pay for it.
You're going to have your own air canisters off the grid in your house.
Well, and I think there might be a lot of replayability with this game because they have 12 different building types, but you only play with 6 at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So like you mix up the different building types and you have a different combination of buildings. So it's not like it's a puzzle game, but it's going to be a lot harder to solve the puzzle every single time.
Right,
There's not like
it's not going to get
these
old fast.
these 6 tiles and okay, now I figured it out. Now I'm just going to play this way every time.
That a lot of games run into where it's like it's the same game. So you go, oh, I figured out the best first move to do. If I can do it, I win.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's going to give it a lot of replayability.
It looked like
and
they
stuff.
sent out review copies to a bunch of people. I saw Rado on there and Dan King saying positive
Game
things
Boy Geek.
about
Yeah.
it. So I think it looks promising. It's not like I'm definitely going to buy this.
Yeah.
It's like I want to play this now.
Hey,
that's kind of where it took
every
me.
I'm definitely going to let somebody else buy this so I can
Yes.
play it.
Every
Exactly.
copy you buy, they plant a tree.
And
Really?
it's got
Yeah.
2 campaigns.
I missed that part.
It's Poland, right?
Yeah, in
it's
Poland.
Got a Polish,
But
a
only
Polish
Polish
campaign and
trees,
an
okay?
Oh no,
Only Polish
America
trees.
only. I'm sorry.
Well, no. So if you read it,
I'm
it
racist
says
against
they want
Polish
to
trees.
clean up the air in Poland specifically.
Yes.
So like they're going to plant trees in Poland
This
for
seems
every
like
copy you buy.
this is like a tourist thing, right? They're trying to get more people to come to Poland, right?
Oh, you
Maybe.
think so?
If
They're
they
like,
clean
check
the
out
air there,
But
they can get us to come.
How bad is it to have that
have
as
the
your tourist
gamers
thing?
clean the air.
Let me
you're
check
like-
the fine
Hold
print.
on.
No,
It says
here's your-
it's sponsored by the tourist board
So
of
Arizona's like,
Poland.
come see our beautiful views, and Poland's like, come see our bad air.
No, it's the opposite. They're planting all these trees so
But
that
the
you
game
will
is
come.
based off having horrible air.
Yeah,
so
that's
now I'm
true.
going to associate Poland with just horrible air. I mean, they've got like food that's good, but the air is
Hold
so
on,
bad.
let me get on my phone
So-
and cancel my tickets to Poland.
I have to say, whenever I first initially saw this game, I was like, okay, it's like some other games, and it's interesting.
Yeah, how is
But
the sun involved in this game?
Once I started
solar based.
Once I started reading about it and getting more in depth into like the aspects of how the game was played, and then that they did have a campaign mode and they did have a solo mode, that they were offering these different things, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? This is kind of a cool Kickstarter to back.
So you're going to
So-
back it so I can play your copy.
That's right.
All right, sweet. I'm in.
I feel like the real question is can you go the opposite way? Can you become a super polluter?
Here's the thing, though. So this game
Hidden trader.
is $63. That's with shipping included,
But it comes with a free tree
or
somewhere else. planted.
$99 with all the expansions, and that's with shipping included. Now, with that in the back of my head, I don't know if it's a $63 to $99 game.
That's that was part
Maybe
of the turnoff
63
too.
with expansions. I don't like the
99
whole-
with expansions.
Right, no, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't like, we already have expansions for the game and it hasn't even released yet.
I also don't usually like that.
Because then I feel like you're just
Yeah.
not giving me the whole game. It's like
Right.
when, like, say Destiny 2 comes out with the game and they go, oh, we're going to have an expansion in 6 months. Is this the content that should have been in the original game
Yeah.
and you just didn't give it to us?
I think-
And you're going to make me pay for it again
I mean,
in
I
6
guess
months.
if you figure in, okay, they're planting a tree, okay, maybe like
Do they
the
plant a
$10
tree
of that tree
for
is
each
going-
expansion?
Well, no, they plant a tree for every game that you purchase.
Can I just give them $10 to just plant a tree?
Probably, I don't know.
Why
You got to
don't
go on there and
why
look.
don't you just go buy some seeds for
and
like
then just
90
in Poland,
cents and
take a trip to
plant your
Poland
own
and
trees.
just
Call me Johnny Appleseed.
seeds all over.
I do that with my sunflower seeds. I don't think it's working, though.
well,
There's a trail of sunflowers
There
behind
is.
you everywhere you go.
I wish.
well, let's do a yay or nay on this. Yay if you would like to buy it, and nay if you would not.
Ooh, I'm willing to let you buy it. But so I guess it's a yes because it's the same account,
Apparently
right?
your finances are separate all
Well,
of a
for
sudden.
you, for
I
you.
wish.
Aw.
No, I don't know if I would buy it. I think I want to play it, though, because I feel like it's got hidden depth that I don't see yet, and I want to confirm that. So it's a buy from a game store after I play it versus
Okay.
buy from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Buy from a game store.
I want to
okay.
play it at a con or something, and then I'll consider
I
it.
feel like
Okay.
it's going to be better than I think it is.
Okay,
but I
so
wanna
you're
feel that first.
nay until it hits the game store.
Right.
Me too.
Nay
Yeah, I
until
need to
it's-
play it
I feel like
first.
this is a demo and buy. Demo it,
Yeah.
and then potentially buy it.
Okay. I would get this game.
All right.
So, and I think that
She
the
has
price.
very low standards. I mean, look,
I think
this is
that
the best she could do.
I think that the price is a
We
little
know she
steep.
has low standards.
But I'm going to put in the fact that they're planting a tree and that, they have a lot of different modes for the game and that they are offering some cool Kickstarter stuff, which that's the thing for me is like if they're offering enough interesting Kickstarter items, for me it's worth it to go and purchase that game because I want like the extras.
That's true. I can
You
see
know?
that.
So for me, it is a yay. It has interesting mechanics that I like to it. And I feel like I would really like this game. Seems very strategic for me.
Yeah, I'd like
You know?
to try it. I'm looking
Nice
forward to you back.
strategery.
Okay. So I have a yay.
All right.
Moving on, we have Gravity Warfare. Gravity Warfare is by Siggy, and this is also funded, and it has 4 days to go. This is for ages 14 plus, 2 to 6 players, and 40 to 60 minutes. So do we want to talk about how Gravity Warfare works? This is a very interesting looking game.
Yes.
Okay. So Gravity Warfare is like this little disc that's balanced on this like little peaky mountain, right?
So basically what it is...
So
is
basically-
no, she's actually better at explaining. Go ahead.
And you have cards in your hand that are going to give you the ability to do things, I believe, to different players where you have to make them spin it and stuff. And then you're supposed to be placing your items. You roll the dice and place whatever item they tell you in whatever area it is on it. And it's basically, you're trying to keep all your stuff on it without it tipping and falling over. So it's a heavy, heavy dexterity game.
Yeah, it's Jenga on like a rotating platform that's like shaking left and right. Like you're playing
Right.
teeter-totter. But the aspect that makes it good is that I can play cards that say, okay, no, you've got to put 2 pieces down
Yeah.
and it's going to be spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you got to use chopsticks to put a piece down and you have to put it in this section.
Yeah.
Because if you put it anywhere on the board, it would just be going like,
Oh,
I'm gonna put it
balancing,
right
yeah.
here. But
Yeah.
when
No,
it's
it's
spinning and
limiting
they say
you.
You got to put it in this first sector where there's already other pieces. It's almost a guaranteed lose. And the best part about it, the best part is it's not a game where like the pieces fall, oh, that player loses, everybody else wins. No. They lose points and the other players gain points, but it's not over.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not like
Keeps
Jenga where
going,
like
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
one loser and then everybody else like, oh, we all
Oh,
won.
yay.
You suck. You're the
No,
bottom.
you're out for number 1. You're out for
right.
blood.
right. So you lose points, but you can still get back into
You
it.
can jump back in and hopefully
Right.
do better on future
because somebody
rounds.
can.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they do the right combo and there's already pieces there, they could be like, you got to put 2 pieces here while it's spinning. There's already 6 pieces there. It's going to go over, and you know it is.
Yeah.
So you're trying to minimize how many things go over potentially. I like that it's not like a one person loses, everybody else wins. No, somebody wins this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is. It seems like it's a very heavy dexterity party game. So, like, this is not a game that you're going to take to, like, your war gamers and be like, let's play Gravity Warfare. And you're going to be like, no, we're having a party. We need a light, fun game.
Yeah.
Like, let's play Gravity Warfare because it's interesting to look at. People are going to come around the table. Everybody's going to laugh and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
This is a con game.
Yeah.
You bring this to
That is-
con.
that's right. This is a
you
con
start
game.
playing it for fun. Everybody comes over.
and
gather
wants to see
around.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a flick 'em up or an ice cool. It's a dexterity
Yeah.
game that's going to get your table views. People are going to want to come over to you. So
And see what you're
if
doing,
you're
yeah.
a socially awkward person that doesn't do very well, this is a good game to put out because people will come to you. If
That's
you don't have
right.
a lot of friends at the con, people will come to you to play, and you will start making friends by playing this because this is a game you can't. You're going to laugh. It's like Rhino Hero.
Yeah.
As you're
Yeah.
playing it, you're laughing and making friends.
Yeah.
This
So this
one's-
is 100% a yay for me. I want
Yeah,
this
this
game.
one's
Oh,
real
really? It was
tempting.
100% yay.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's another fun game that you can play with anybody. I can play this with my mom. I can play this with like my daughter. I can play this with people at work. I can play this at a con,
Yeah.
like as an opener game. Like, hey, you know, Dr. GloryHoundd, here's the game I've got. Let's play it. Like, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, you guys want to play any other games? Why don't we play Viticulture? You know, like you can.
Yeah, it's an intro to
Right,
other
it's
things.
a good intro
yeah.
game that's going to get you some views, if you
Right.
will.
What did
Yeah.
you think about
I
it?
agree. I think this is tempting. I might back this.
Really?
I haven't decided for sure, but it's that
What more do
dexterity-
you need?
that
Fire? Do you need fire?
Oh, set the pieces on fire. I like that.
It's like flaming on the top.
Just add a legacy component to it, and then it's
I'm
good.
Well, there you go.
I'm looking for the juggling chainsaws expansion.
Well,
The pieces are replaced by actual kittens.
so the thing that I didn't like about this particular game was that you have 2 dice that you roll, and it tells you the section you have to place your piece as well as what piece you're placing. And I feel like at some point in this game, you could just get screwed by the dice. And you know how I personally don't like getting screwed by dice. Like, I don't like the dice randomness and like that adds to that game, you know?
No, I understand that, but you're actually going to get screwed by the other people you're playing with more than by the dice.
You think so?
Yeah, because
maybe,
they get
maybe.
to play cards to change what your dice do and stuff.
I think
Yeah.
because it's a party game, it's a little more forgivable. If you're playing
Right,
like
you're not invested.
if you're playing a 3-hour Euro and it all comes down to whether or not you roll a 6,
You're like, no.
it's different.
Good example
why?
is something like Attack Wing, right? You spend a couple
Oh, yeah.
hours building a perfect force.
Yeah.
You go
You're
out
like
there,
maneuvering
you're-
around everybody. You're like, I got this.
Yeah, you're maneuvering
I'm
around.
Perfect. I'm right behind. I could just shoot everybody.
You find
like,
out the scenario is whatever.
No.
The scenario rolls its attacks. The scenario kills you before you get to roll your first dice that attacks the actual other player. And you're
then
like,
you have gamer rage.
Yeah.
And then
Listen,
yeah, and then
I did that with Attack
you throw your
Wing
pieces
with,
away.
the D&D dragons, and I got the biggest dragon, put all my points into one figure. We played. Kobold shot him down, killed him before I got to roll dice against the other player.
Okay, so this game is $50 with shipping included, which I feel is an extremely reasonable price for this game.
Yeah, I wish it was a little lower because party games I think of as usually being cheaper.
Yeah, but like you're
maybe
thinking about all the
components are
different
worth it.
components with
This
it.
has like a toy element.
Yeah,
it
You've
does.
got that balancing
Chopsticks
thing.
and
Yeah.
and it stays on there well. It looks like
Yeah.
it tips over but doesn't like
I
completely
feel like
come off.
I've seen this already at conventions.
They've been out at conventions.
Yeah.
They have, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been
I
producing
haven't
it for a
played it,
while.
but I've walked past and seen this teeter-tottering thing.
Yeah.
And you're right, it draws your attention.
Yeah, how do you
does.
not look at it?
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree.
Put a David Hasselhoff sticker on there, and then it's like impossible to look away.
I think that with this particular
Such
game,
a
though,
random celebrity
Is
choice.
it random?
there's a little bit of a risk with this game. I think, though, in the fact that it's by Siggy, which I don't know if he's produced a bunch of games before. So
No,
if-
it sounds like this is a guy that his dad built him something like this, and
Right.
him and his brothers
Yeah.
and sisters
Right.
played it. But this is a passion
But if
project.
it's their
He's
first
gonna
time
do it.
doing it, though, it just might take them longer. They might not have the timing right on it on when
I
you're
would
going to get
agree
your
with that.
product.
It might take
or there
longer than
might be
expected.
delays with
Yeah.
the different manufacturers that they're interfacing with if they've been interfacing with those people for the first time.
Well, I want to tell the camera and everyone a little secret about Kickstarter.
Okay.
It's never delivered on time.
That's true. Never.
Huge
There's very
companies
few
with thousands
Hey,
of games out, never on time.
except for Gamelin Games. Gamelin Games is fucking on
Okay,
it.
I will say that's true.
Well, sorry. Gamelin Games, we'll bleep that out. Gamelin Games knows their stuff.
She's the one
Who
telling
lost
us
it?
to watch what
Look
we're
who
saying
lost
on
it.
this
All right.
episode.
Let's sync it back up.
Gamelin Games knows their stuff, and they always have it out like on time. But the majority of companies are not like that
The
in
Gamelin
Kickstarter.
game is established. They've been doing it a while.
Well, right, but
Yeah.
even
and that's
big
why
companies
you say there's a
Right. Well, I'm just saying
There's
as a
concern
warning.
with an early
with specific
a new-
names, but there's big companies that put
Sure.
out
Oh,
great
yeah,
games.
yeah.
And,
That-
still
and
show
then
up
they
late.
just show up super late. Yeah.
Because stuff happens. A lot
Yeah.
of times they're dealing with a whole different country. They're dealing with China and manufacturing over there. They
And there are
don't
different
always
holidays
have-
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't always have control over that. If
Yeah.
something happens, like the mold is weird or something, they just got to start over.
The
Yeah.
other slight concern I have is it's 40 to 60 minutes. Is that too long for a party game? Like, would it be better if it was 20?
I feel like it's going to be a game that you'll play faster. I guess it depends on how. I imagine you can decide how high you want the score to go to determine a winner.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And that would help regulate
Play
the
less
time.
rounds or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
Maybe.
You can say like, let's play till somebody gets to 100 points.
Well, and plus you can spend an extra $9 and get a foiled deck of cards, which is kind of cool. I love stuff like that.
So that means the person. That means
love stuff
somebody
like
who's
that.
in the development of this game plays Magic the Gathering.
that's
Yeah, that's right.
That's
probably
the
it,
only card game where like
right.
foil is such a big deal that they'd be like, foil.
foil.
Drool over the
Aluminum.
foil.
So beautiful.
Aluminium.
All right, so let's go around and do a yay or nay on this. Dr. GloryHoundd,
Yay.
yay. You're backing that.
Double yay.
Back that up.
I'd
Okay.
back that game up.
All right.
I'm,
Greg?
I'm thinking yay.
Yay. Okay.
I think so.
I feel like you shouldn't get it, so that way like you are forced to play with us.
Okay.
Because you have too many other friends.
That works.
I'm trying to edge out
So-
most of them. Alex can stay, but I'm starting to edge out the rest.
Overall, I'm not a fan of party games. You
She's
know,
not. She
I'm
does
not
not
a fan
like
of
to
party
party.
games. I don't like to party like that. I like my board games hard and where I'm in control with that.
We're not going to touch any of that.
But this particular one, as I was watching, I guess, all the player interactions and stuff, like you can see the excitement in the players playing the
looks
game.
like a blast.
And I was like, okay, this is probably going to be really fun. I'm just being like a giant poop about it.
Yeah,
so
she reminds me like we had that dog that gets mad when the other dogs play.
too much fun.
Like
Too
from
much
the couch,
fun.
we start growling. She's kind of like that in real life. She's like,
Settle down.
"Hey,
We're
hey,
playing
hey,
a game
hey,
now."
Are you guys wrestling? Like, yeah, we're wrestling. Calm
I
down.
think you just have to be in the right mood for a party game. I don't
You
have anything
do. You
against
do.
party games.
I think out of other
You
party
get
games,
enough booze in her, she'll love party games.
I think out of party games, I would probably rather play this one than some other ones.
yeah.
Right, like,
Because it seems like
I'd
it has a
rather
lot
play
of really
this
cool.
over Ice Cool. for
Yeah,
example.
exactly. I would
Even
rather
though
play
that's
this
another
over that.
party-ish type
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I still like flick them up because of the theme, but this
Or
is
like
a good
Junk Art.
game.
I'd probably rather play this over Junk Art or
I would
something.
agree.
Or you know,
because Junk
like
Art like almost became like contentious because I bumped the table and then I almost got kicked out of your house because of it. I don't know if you were.
I don't think I was
bumped,
there.
You were-
I
really.
bumped the
You
table.
were in the other room.
And then
You were
everyone
in
was
the other
like,
room.
everyone was just like, just go.
They just assumed
Don't-
you
You're
did
just
it on
been done.
purpose 'cause
Don't
they
just
know
pack
you.
done
your
here.
things. Just go. No, it was like my first time being there. They're like, just pack your things and go. You know what? Leave your stuff.
Well,
I had to wave to you from the window. Sorry.
I'll see you after next round.
I'm sorry. Just wait for me in the car.
You're like, I'll call you when I'm ready. Come pick me up in 4 hours after we play 3 more games.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in the driveway crying, waiting for your wife to be done
Oh,
gaming.
that's right.
I will say I spend most of my time, like when she's in Sephora,
Like, hello,
I'm just in the car
darkness, my
crying.
old friend.
Just crying.
You don't go in the store
How
with
much
her
is this gonna
so that you
cost?
can be like, isn't that one cheaper, honey?
Oh,
Because I'll
don't
tell
give
you-
him ideas. Shh.
I'll tell you a secret. Things that save a marriage. 1, have
Yeah.
2 sheets on the bed so nobody's cold. 2, have 2 separate bathrooms so you never have to compete with the makeup stash. 3, don't ever find out how much makeup costs.
Yeah.
Because I like
Yeah.
the finished product, but I don't want to know how the cookies are made.
Moving on, we have 5 Stack by Jackson Robinson.
5 stack.
This is not funded as of right now and has about 7 days to go.
Yeah.
It is for 2 to 6 players, and it's about 15 to 20 minutes on that.
Yeah, it's the wooden discs. They're
Yeah.
like poker chip size. it
So,
looks
yeah, 5 Stack is a game where you have like a game board and you roll dice and then you put your disc on like E5 or something. But you can take other people's stacks. So if there's a stack of chits there, you can put yours on top, and you're basically trying to collect stacks of 5 at least, and then gain points off of that. And
It's
then
like a
you can
trick-taking
move.
game,
Yeah,
but
and you
with
can.
pieces.
That's exactly it. It's like a trick-taking game except with
I
pieces
didn't
on
think
a
of it
board.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is Connect 4 flat.
Flat Connect 4.
Well, it's an abstract game, and it feels like a lot of other abstract games. Whether
So you know what
it's
this
Game
is?
of 49 or Domination,
This
Vincent
game
Saxon,
would
or
do really well at Target. This is not to be
Probably.
mean.
That's actually
Like,
probably true.
This is a classic game design.
This is
It's-
like Hasbro style, where
Yes.
you're like,
Family
hey,
game night.
it's family game night. It's very simple to play. It's easy to do,
It's
and you're gonna
Uno.
have
It's
some
Connect 4.
fun with
It's
it.
Sorry, it's very like, it's very much. It's the wrong. I feel like this game would do well if they could get it into Target. I feel like putting it on Kickstarter was a mistake. Because I feel like the people that go on Kickstarter want something weird. They want something unique. They want something super like special for them. Like, you know, when you go to Kickstarter, you're getting stuff that's like amazing, like fan projects. I
Yeah.
don't want a game that I should be picking up at Target on Kickstarter. I'm not going to buy Monopoly
Maybe.
off of Kickstarter.
The way I interpret what
Maybe.
you're saying and the way I read this project was, I've seen this before. This doesn't feel that original.
Yeah, it's
It-
very
It's a family game night game. It's probably
Basic
fine.
looking.
It's probably fun.
It feels like a retread.
but it's not
kind of.
something I'm
Yeah.
buying off Kickstarter. I'm not Kickstarting this. Like,
I mean,
why?
the 80s, we had Domination, which is a
Yeah.
Sid Saxon game where you stack and then you take the stacks and they're worth points. I mean, it's the same kind of a thing. But I think because there's always new people to Kickstarter or
it's
new people to
it's
gaming.
it's right. It's
maybe
treading
there'd be-
familiar ground.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk about pricing with this game too, which this is what I don't like. For all game companies, don't do this, okay? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 different pricing
Why?
things for this game.
What
so
could they be doing?
first
Does it
they
have,
have
like, gold chips?
No, first they
Foil,
have
baby.
$30,
Foil.
which is like the light version, which is a 4-player. Then they have the $42 one, which adds 2 more players to
Like, in
that.
case you feel like you might get more friends later in life.
Yeah, maybe.
You should know if you have 4
Right?
friends or 6 friends.
Pick a player count range
Then-
and just put out that product.
Right. Well, and then
Yeah.
they have like $52 where like you get golden little chits and stuff, and then
Once
they
again,
have like,
foil.
and then you have like an $83 one where they add in like a fancy deck of cards, which has no relation to the game at all.
They call it
you
the
don't
Andrew
need the
Warble
cards.
edition.
Yeah, you don't need the cards
Super elite.
for the game. It's just this is a person who designs playing cards that's doing this game, and he had like specific cards with this style and stuff
You
like
kind
that.
of wonder
for it.
if someone came
So-
up to him and said, when you do a Kickstarter, you have to have all these levels. Kickstarter people like this. And he just sort of
No,
threw
yeah,
together.
just no.
I like maybe like 2 price points, like the regular
Yeah.
game or game with expansions, or regular game
Yeah.
and the elite game where it comes in a wood
Yeah.
crate with a
Yeah,
broken
that's
token
fine.
insert. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah.
Like Deadwood, like, here's the base game, it's going to be like regular cardboard, or here's the base game, it's cardboard, but it's also going to have like clay poker chips, and it's going to be in a wood box that's themed, and
Yeah.
I like those levels.
Yeah.
It's well, I mean, I don't like the pricing being like that, and that's with shipping included and stuff like that. We got people watching us.
I think the other thing that was a little bit of a turnoff is it's basically an abstract game.
Yes.
But once again, like you didn't like the dice in the other one. This has
Yeah.
dice where it feels like it adds
Nothing to it.
too much randomness. Like if you're playing an abstract game,
Yeah,
you're playing
because you can
chess,
just
you want to
roll,
strategize,
exactly,
and plan your attack
Exactly.
and execute
Because
it.
you would not want to play chess with dice. Like, oh, I have to move my bishop over here. This seems
no
bad.
thanks, no thanks.
I agree.
I think Dr. GloryHoundd put it the best, which is this feels like a Target Hasbro style game where like you're getting the game for a basic family game night with people that maybe haven't been fully introduced into the hobby.
I should probably explain Target,
know?
like Walmart or any just like
Yeah.
regular store,
Yeah.
like good store, right?
You
Where
know?
you get groceries and games and toys.
With this particular game, I mean, and the production of the game looks great. It looks beautiful. It's very colorful and like I like the stylistic stuff of the box and stuff. I personally would get like the light version at the very most, just because it seems like just a basic whatever. Okay, a filler maybe.
This is
But I don't know
100%
if I would play it or not.
This is 100%
like,
a game that like your work would do. Like, oh, we're gonna have a game day.
Yeah, that's right.
And hey, we got this game from Target. Like,
Right.
oh, okay. So it'll be enjoyable, I'm sure, but it's not going to give you what seasoned gamers want. There's just not enough. I don't think.
Also, I did not
Yeah.
like, and another thing for people putting up Kickstarters and stuff, I don't like the fact that they put simple enough for our daughters to play, and I'm like, guys.
Oh, I think I missed that.
That's
Yeah.
a horrible
They specifically
term to
said
use.
daughters
Yes,
instead of children?
exactly. They
Right,
said
because
daughters, and I know it's like
what's
such a
the-
minute thing, but like it's super huge. Just say,
Well,
What's
right.
the
hey,
point of that? Why don't
Because
you just
our
say,
daughter plays Gloomhaven.
Right.
So that
Right.
doesn't, and she's 7. That
Just
doesn't
say it's
really tell you
family
anything.
friendly.
family friendly or for
fun
all ages. Yeah, or
Because this
like,
isn't a game that
yeah.
my daughter's going to want to play. This is a game that my dad would say, like, hey, I got this on the shelf. You want to play this game?
Yeah.
We also got checkers. Okay,
I
thanks.
totally
Like,
missed that.
Yeah.
That's a weird.
I don't like it whenever they do that stuff, or when they
People have been
signify
saying-
husband versus wife or something
Yeah.
on something. It just
Yeah, easy enough for your wife to play. You're like,
Yeah,
my
and
wife's
you're like,
probably
wow,
better at games
okay,
than yours,
well,
apparently.
And
Maybe you
people
should
have
have
been
married a
saying
gamer.
people have been saying fun for all ages for
Yeah.
like a century. Like
yeah, just
use,
be all inclusive. Just be
Yeah.
all inclusive with things. Like
Started
it's
in the 1920s, I think.
It's an easy slip up to do, but just know that it's out there and just try to be inclusive. You know,
could
because
say, like, even kids can play. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
That's-
Yeah,
exactly.
Fun for all ages, or
However, I did really like their video. Their
I
video
did too,
was
actually.
The
adorable.
guy drinking the coffee.
Oh
and
my
then
god,
gets the donut.
And the end was perfect. The end when he like got up and he's like wearing like just the shorts and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, yep, that's how you do it.
yeah, I did think the
It
video
was a
was
professional video. I liked it.
It was very professional.
I don't
yeah.
know who did it, like if they did it themselves or if they farmed that out. but
Yeah.
that part was good, I have to admit.
The video was very nice whenever
Very
you're looking at it.
parody-esque.
Yes, very parody.
great. And I'd be open to playing it and trying
I
it.
would
It's
be
just
open to
not
playing it
something
too,
I'm gonna
but
back.
It's not
as-
a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's not a Kickstarter game.
As a gamer who's very deep into board games, it is not my particular style of game because I don't
Claws deep?
I don't like those particular style of games anymore. I did when I was a little kid because that's what I had.
Right.
But now I know that there's other things out there
I
that
like-
are more in depth.
I'm a little different than that. I like a good, well thought out, elegant, abstract game like
Yeah.
a Glux or something like
Yeah.
that. So, but this just feels so retread
Yeah.
that it just didn't speak to me.
We've been
Yeah.
there before.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
It's not like a Fireball Island where you're like, I'm trying to get nostalgia.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
no,
like,
no.
this is just a game that
Yeah.
you feel like I've played this before, but differently.
All right, so we're going to go yay or nays.
Nay.
Okay, nay.
Nay.
Nay. I am also going to say nay, but if I saw this at a Target or something like that, I may pick it up upon chance or something, to play at some point. But
I feel like this is something
But
that,
I'm not
like,
going
I
to
would-
kickstart it
I would
because
play with my parents or something.
there's not exclusive things on it. There's a bunch of weird, different pricing values on it, and it just doesn't seem like the type of game that me as a gamer that's more a very heavy strategic gamer would want to play. So
They released it on the wrong market.
yeah, that might be it.
Maybe it's a Pinterest thing. I don't know. Pinterest, not Kickstarter. I don't know what Pinterest is. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's
It needs
how
to
that
be
works.
put on
yeah.
Facebook to buy for the older generation that are
the
still on
Facebook
Facebook.
market,
The
the
Facebook.
Facebook market.
The
I'm
MySpace.
still on the Facebook. This would be perfect on MySpace.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
For being with us, which you're officially now like an official uninvited gamer now.
Wow, that's
So,
cool. I'm looking for
yeah.
like a pin or a ribbon
That's
or
right.
No,
something.
actually, you have to pay us now.
Oh, is that how that works? I have to pay dues?
You think you had to buy in? I had to like literally marry her to get into this gig.
But tell us how to find you.
Yeah, so I do a podcast every Monday, Hooked on Geek. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Hooked on Geek. Like I said, every new episode every Monday. You can email us, hookedgeek@gmail.com.
It's good, but it could use more GloryHougnd.
Well.
It's a little GloryHougnd light. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to fish
GloryHougnd
for
light.
an invitation, but I have not been invited officially or unofficially.
Oh,
We're
okay.
kind of retooling it right now.
Right. You are a tool. I agree.
The last few episodes have just been me and my wife, but we
Yeah.
are working towards kind of figuring it out and getting guests
Different
back on
dynamic and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
We're always experimenting and
Yeah.
trying different things, different segments.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dr. GloryHoundd, where can we find you?
Ooh, drgloryhog@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter. Dr. GloryHoundd, I think. I don't know.
At Dr. GloryHoundd.
Probably.
on
At
Clearly,
Dr.
you check
GloryHoundd?
Twitter a lot.
Yeah.
Probably best way to reach me is to reach her, and then she will tell me. let's just be real. I spent a lot of time on this maintenance here, this whole body experience, so I don't have a lot of time for Twitter.
Well, and make sure to rate and subscribe to us on iTunes and Stitcher, and give us a big old thumbs up on YouTube so we can start building up some likes and views and stuff like that, all right? So everybody have a good night.
Bye.
Ciao.